investment and sanctions movement may hope that pressuring Israel will lead to peace. The truth is, outside forces will not resolve the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Particularly when anti-Semitism is rising throughout the world, Democrats must condemn efforts to isolate and delegitimize Israel. Of course, no country is above criticism, but the delegitimization of Israel must stop immediately. Walking away from the Middle East is not an option because we have deep national interests at stake. It would be an error, terrible error, to cede the mantle of leadership for global peace and security. At the same time, we certainly must not allow military adventurism like Donald Trump suggests, such as bombing countries to take their oil. Americans face a clear choice in this election, and the outcome could not be more critical. Thank you for your time.
Questions?
I have one, and
Okay.
he has one.
Dr.
Want to start, Cornel?
Yes, it's a blessing to see you, though, and I appreciate the conversation we had yesterday.
Likewise.
As you know, I have very deep disagreements with you, my brother, but I think I want to see where we can reach common ground, a higher ground. I think both of us can agree that a precious Palestinian baby in the West Bank has exactly the same value as a precious Jewish baby in Tel Aviv. And therefore, when we talk about evenness at the moral and spiritual level, you come out of the rich Judaic tradition, I come out of a rich Christian tradition. We overlap in that regard. The real question is going to be a commitment to security for precious Jewish brothers and sisters in Israel can never be predicated on an occupation of precious Palestinians. If we're concerned about security, it seems to me, we're going to have to talk seriously about occupation. I don't know whether you would allow the use of that word. You know, New York Times said we got to put it in inverted commas. You know what I mean? No, occupation is real, it's concrete. But at the same time, how do we acknowledge Jewish people, 2,000 years, hated, haunted, vicious contempt, pogroms, Shoah, and so forth? Preoccupation with security, understandable. Palestinians, made in the image of God like anybody else, wrestling with occupation for 50-some years, demeaned, devalued, dominated, exploited. For too long, the Democratic Party has been beholden to AIPAC, that didn't take seriously the humanity of Palestinian brothers and sisters. We're at a turning point now. And of course, it's going to be a slow one in the Democratic Party, but some of us will be working outside the Democratic Party to make it quicker. That's why I support the BDS, not because I think it's anti-Semitic. We've got to fight anti-Semitism, anti-Jewish hatred. It goes hand in hand with every Christian civilization, and many Islamic civilization is wrong, it's unjust, but that cannot be the excuse of in any way downplaying the unbelievable misery that we see in Gaza, in West Bank, and other places. So my first question would be, would you argue for the use of the word occupation in the platform? And two, how would you respond to those who say for so long the United States has been so biased toward Israeli security and not accented the humanity of Palestinians, that to talk about even-handedness is always a version of anti-Semitism as opposed to a struggle for justice? And you let me know whether that's fair or not, because I want to make sure our dialogue is mediated with respect. I respect you, my brother. I know you respect me, but we just have deep disagreements.
Sure. And Dr. West, I appreciate the comments. No, I would not support and would in fact oppose the use of the word occupation for the very reason that it undermines our common objective.